Greetings, royal queens and kings. It's your host, Queen Tulsa, and welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. We have a great lineup for you on today. On today, we will be speaking on CJ Casino's arrest. Now, we don't know anything to be fact. We are just actually receiving word out here on the streets and from other sources here on social media. CJ Casino's wild ride, the chase that shocked everyone. In this gripping video, we delve into a case of mistaken identity that led to a dramatic police chase in Houston. According to the Houston Police Department, officers were initially surveilling a suspect wanted for an out of state robbery when they mistakenly identified a man at the Garden Oaks Village Apartments. Captain Ryan Watson shares insights on how the chase unfolded after the man and his female passenger were pulled over for a minor traffic violation. Discover the details of this intriguing incident, including how the two individuals bore a striking resemblance to the actual suspect. Join us as we explore the complexities of law enforcement and the implications of mistaken identity. So, we're going to take a look at this video footage, and I want to thank you all for coming out. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and also tell somebody that we are live. So what we're going to do now is going to present you with some news coverage. Okay, this is some news coverage, and the source is actually, give me one moment. Oh geez, this is a lot when we talking about you know individuals and this whole crime situation with these rappers. There's been a few deaths that has been running around here. Now I do want to bring up this story right here because we were just reporting on this story. This is young Scooter. This particular woman right here decided that she was going to make a alleged false police call, right? And now we have young Scooter who is not with us. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at this and we'll be right back.
We were sleeping, we got the mugshot of 31-year-old Demetrius Spence, who Atlanta police say placed a fake 911 call that ended in the death of Atlanta rapper Young Scooter. Today, the woman charged with making that fake call before the events that led to the rapper's death will go before a judge. 31-year-old Demetrius Spence is currently in custody at the Fulton County Jail, and that is where we find 11 Alive's Karis Belger. Karis, let's talk about what charges is Spence facing.
Well, Spence is charged with transmitting a false public alarm. She's scheduled to have her first appearance at noon today. Police put out a public call earlier this week asking for the voice of the woman who made those 911 calls to be identified. Later, they say Spence was taken into custody. Young Scooter, whose legal name was Kenneth Bailey, died from injuries to his leg, according to the medical examiner. A statement says he, quote, punctured his right thigh, which led to blood loss. Now, police say they were called to a home on William Nye Drive Southeast on March 29th about a dispute and a report of a woman being dragged into a home.
Okay, so this particular woman right here, and when I speak about falsely utilizing emergency services, this is a case of swatting, y'all, right? This is pretty much a case of swatting. If you don't know what swatting is when somebody makes a false phone call and act like there's an emergency and they amp police up to come with a high police presence to disarm or whatever the person, said over the phone. They're going to come in with that energy, whether if they believe that it's true or not. They have to protect themselves. Let's go ahead and listen to a little bit more, and we'll go ahead and move into the CJ Casino's wild ride.
The caller, who police say was Demetrius Spence, claimed there were gunshots. Atlanta police say officers knocked on the door of the home and a man opened the door before closing it in their faces. Officers say then two men, including Bailey, left the home and jumped a fence. And officers say they were not able to corroborate the claims made in those 911 calls. Here's a little bit of that audio.
The situation that's going on right now, this girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. And they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely they're doing illegal stuff over there.
Okay, so this started off with their pew-pewing. This house needs to be investigated. They're doing illegal stuff over there. So this was my question. When I heard this phone call that had come in from this young lady, my question was, okay, well, how long has this been going on? Have you reported it? Is there any type of paper trail that would complement what you are saying? Now, we're not discrediting you, right? We're not discrediting you. What we're trying to see is this accurate information, right? And come to find out, there was some type of ties with her and young Scooter. I don't know what they are, but I want to listen to this one more time. We're going to listen to it from start to finish. Okay. Then we're going to move into the CJ Casinos case.
With the transfer. 1 second, ma'am, for 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast.
273 William Nye.
Yeah.
Enter 911 operator 8715. What is the location of your emergency?
The location is
the Capt with the transfer. 1 second, ma'am, for 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast.
273 William Nye.
Yeah.
No, it's 273 William. Oh, you said Nye, NYE, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you to Capt. Hello, caller.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Do you need police, fire, EMS?
Actually, both. If you could say both. There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house. And
What's your name?
I'm sorry, what is my name?
Okay. Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch, and basically like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They hold the guns in the air, and then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. And then they started shooting. She had someone come over there, and they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there, and it's disturbing the area.
How many shots were fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now.
Okay.
So I believe the girl is hurt.
And they're coming from 273 William Nye Drive?
Yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Okay. Do you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away, and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. Like they brought her, the guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked, and then he was fighting her outside. And then there was another commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out. He's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house.
Okay. Give me one moment. Uh,
There's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
okay. You said the female is naked.
Yeah, she's naked and she's bleeding profusely from her from her head.
Okay. Can you give me a description of the male?
The male is like has like a caramel complexion, low
Is he
haircut.
black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's black and he drives. I believe. Well,
What
it
color
looks
shirt
like
and
this is
pants do he have on?
a blue, regular blue jeans and like a regular like t-shirt. I'm not
What
sure. I
color
didn't really get the.
T-shirt?
Okay, I'm not sure if it was blue or black.
Okay, dark T-shirt. And what about the female?
She's light skinned and she has black hair. She's probably about 5'3", 130 pounds.
What? Okay. And you said she's naked. Okay. Give me one moment. Let me get EMS on the line.
Okay.
You have reached Grady EMS. Do not hang up. Your call will be answered in the order received. You have reached Grady EMS. Do not hang up. Your call will be answered in the order received. You have reached Grady EMS. Do not hang
Hello,
up.
ma'am.
Call
Can
will
you
be
tell me
answered.
what they're doing right now?
Right now they're still battling. She's trying to get out, and the person is
Okay.
refusing to let her get out.
You have reached Grady EMS. Do not hang up. Your call will be answered in the order received.
EMS, what's the address of the emergency?
Hey, Grady, it's Atlanta. With a transfer to caller, is that fine?
Okay, so I just want you guys to really take into account emergency services are busy, right? As you can see, they are really, really, really busy. And this woman is sitting on the phone. She said that she was the neighborhood watch. She said that, there's some things going on over there. She's also making accusations that a man is placing hands on this woman. I mean, she's making all types of sorts of accusations. Does she seem like she's upset? She's concerned? No, it just seems like she's just over there, just, picking at her nails, messing with her hair and things like that. Does not seem like this is an emergency because if I heard um a call like this, I'm actually scratching my head, but I'm still going to take the information. Being that these ladies that are answering the phone, the 911 operators, they've heard people in situations like this, and their goal is try to calm the person down and try to figure out what they're saying. This woman is too calm when she's telling this. Let's go.
That's in 273 William Knott Drive, Southeast. Let me give you a little bit about what's going on at this location. There's a male at the location that's fighting a female. She is naked. A shooting. Shots were fired. About three
Wait,
shots were
one
fired.
second. Repeat the address for me.
273 William Nye Drive, Southeast.
Oh, okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Go ahead, caller, and let her know what happened.
Hello.
Well, before I get into that, is this a business house or an apartment?
This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved. There is like 7 guys in the
Okay, ma'am.
house, and they all have guns. You guys need to
Okay,
hurry and get here before she doesn't make it.
ma'am, we already have help organized for her. What's the phone number you're calling from? Exactly what happened?
There's a situation going on in this house. There's 7 guys that live here, and they're basically, I'm not sure if they're running some type of sex traffic. This individual, she's a 5'2", light-skinned female, black hair. She ran outside naked, bleeding from her face. She tried to get away. She was dragged back into the house, and they're holding her hostage. And then there was a baby involved. So this situation is really serious, and he's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt.
Atlanta, what's your operator number?
May 715.
Um, and you already have PD en route?
PD has been notified and it's being started.
Okay, stand by for
What's
fire.
your operator?
I'm
You
calm
want
8.
you want fire?
Stand by. I'm not sure if the protocol is requested.
Okay.
Are you, ma'am, are you with the patient now?
No, I'm a neighborhood watch. I'm just literally a neighborhood watch. I'm not in the house.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, no problem. About how old do you think she is?
She has to be about maybe. She looks a little underage, but I don't want to say that. You know, looks can be deceiving. So she's roughly, I'll say between, let's just say between 18 and 21, somewhere between that.
Is she awake?
What do you mean? Is she awake? He's beating her
Is she
bloody.
conscious?
He's beating her bloody. I'm not. He's dragged her back in the house.
Is she breathing?
Ma'am, he dragged her back in the house.
Okay, I understand that. I'm going to ask you some more questions. I understand you're not able to see what exactly is going on now, but just answer the questions to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Were any weapons involved?
Everyone in the house has weapons.
Okay.
The 7 guys that live there, they're roommates or something like that. I don't know if all 7 lives there, but it's typically about the same amount that's there every day.
Okay. Is there any serious bleeding?
She's bleeding from her face, like the whole front of her face. She's bleeding profusely, and then there's a child involved.
Okay. Is she responding normally?
Are you serious, ma'am?
Yes, I'm serious. I need to know for the paramedics if she's completely alert.
How can I assess if she is alert if I just told you they dragged her back in the house?
So like I asked earlier, just answer to the best of your ability.
She was breathing when she was outside trying to get away.
Hello, caller. If you don't know, you can just say unknown. That'll suffice.
Okay.
Is she having any difficulty breathing?
I don't know.
Thank you for that. Atlanta's not requesting for fire to go out there.
Okay, we do have PD started to this location. 2 officers are en route.
I'm clear on 2 officers en route. Thank you.
All right, Atlanta is disconnected.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into that. So we are going to get into that case here in a little bit, but we do have breaking news from Spades TV. They have reported that Lil CJ Casino was arrested in Houston after allegedly leading the police on a chase. Authorities say they were actually chasing the wrong vehicle, but arrested him anyway for warrants. Okay. So this was just uploaded like 1 hour ago. And so if you all know who Lil CJ is, there was recently a situation with rapper Lil Ronnie in Texas. And he was at a gas station with his daughter in the car, and there were 2 individuals, 2 suspects that let off, you know, pew pews, and he's currently not here with us. The article says from Spade TV official says Texas rapper CJ Casino was arrested yesterday after a police chase. Authorities were initially looking for a separate car, but once they realized they had the wrong vehicle, they continued to pursue him due to his warrants. His bond is $25,000. He will not be allowed to drive a car without the judge's permission once he is released. Someone says, Jiggas see the laws and get to panicking. Someone says, I'm trying to figure out why we needed to know this. That's that man's business, not ours. If Unlucky was a person, this Jigga be having more warrants than any Jigga I know. If they were chasing the wrong car, all probable cause on that arrest gets thrown out. Someone says, what the hell? I'll be pissed, shaking my head. I would say I ran for my life because I didn't do anything wrong and they have a history of offing black men. Do y'all think that he'll be able to, say that or whatever the case may be? But they are saying that they have him in custody. The bond is going to be $25,000. And we want to know your thoughts in the comment section. This concludes our broadcast, and this is your update on Lil CJ Casino's wild ride, the chase that shocked everyone. Until next time, so long.